Hey everybody, so today we're doing a walkthrough video on the Docusketch mobile app. This is available on the Apple Store as well as Google Play. So after you've installed it and logged in, you're at your first job. What you're going to do is after you've opened it up, you'll log in with your credentials and go from there. Make sure you've connected to the device's Wi-Fi. After turning on the camera, you will then go into your Wi-Fi settings, select which one it is, and then put the password. The default password is 1234567 After you've done all that, connected the camera, you're now going to want to start a new job. So in the top right corner, you have new. Enter your job's name. We're going to call this Steven's house. And your camera height. I keep mine at 5 foot, unless it's a really tall ceiling. From there, you type in your state and everything else. Just fill in the field. And then done. If you're connected to your data network before you connect to the camera's Wi-Fi, it'll automatically populate all of this information. When you're done, click done. Now, from here, you're going to notice the two cameras, room name, floor name, and 3 dots on the right. The 3 dots on the right give us access to adding a point of view, turning HDR mode on, which kind of gives it a crisper picture and does make it a little brighter. Keep in mind, using the HDR mode will make the file size larger for uploading later. And then you can turn quick capture mode off, which allows a single photo. We will go back to that here shortly. So the first thing you want to do on your first one is name the room. This one, at this house, we're starting off in a bathroom and we're on the ground floor. So you'll see the two cameras. You want to stand on whatever side you're looking at. So currently I am looking at the MDV side of the camera when I'm standing next to it. I'm going to click that first. After it is finished with its picture, when that turns dark blue, step to the other side and take your next photo. Next, it'll show the next room. When you see that, you're good to start moving the camera around as you need to. The next place we will go is into the hallway. Now, to show you, when you click on those 3 dots and you want to add a point of interest, we're going to allow that, and it's going to ask you what you want. In this case, the house had flooded, and I'm taking a picture of this bottom part of the vanity. Click done, and now when you upload your tour, you'll see that. Moving on to the next portion. In the hallway, once again, pick your camera, and I'm going to show you the HDR mode. You'll see the difference. It already says the different name. We're going to go here, hallway, ground floor still, and okay. From here, continue from based off what side you're on. You'll hear the beeping in the background. That's because HDR mode takes multiple pictures versus just the 2. And then the dark blue camera is ready. We go to the other side. Now we're good for the next room. Now we're going to wait for this to load so I can show you the difference. When setting up the camera, do your best to make sure that all available doors that you can see through or next to, make sure doors are open unless you're not going into that room. That way the camera has full access so you can continue your walkthrough as you go. So as you can see, the HDR mode has brightened that up in comparison. We're going to do another one not in HDR mode, just to kind of show you. If you have multiple points to take in one area, like say there's a kitchen and you have to get around the other cabinet, continue on, but you're going to change the name. So in this way, if you put a 2 behind it, it knows that you're continuing forward. So we have HDR mode off. We're still on the ground floor. we're going to take another set of this hallway just to show the difference. All the lights are the same, everything is different, but you can tell the difference between the two photos drastically just based off the color alone. So we don't have a lot of rooms to go into on this job. Next, we're going to turn quick capture mode off, which gives you a single photo. This one, there is no way to hide from the photo. Like on the other ones, you can stand on either side of the camera as you're taking the picture. This one takes one single capture at once. So in this one, it's best if you do this to try to find somewhere you can hide out of the way. You'll see how it does it all completely in one. When you're done with the job, click Finish. Got Steven's house. Upload it. Go here, you have custom links, shared access, add timeline, edit tour, enter, and upload tour. Right now we're just going to upload it. There is an option to have a generated sketch when you click it, and I'll show you the other option in the settings, so that way if you want to sketch for every job, you can just check that and it'll do it for every job and it won't ask you this. So on here, I just want to upload it, but I have no internet connection. What we do here, search for the Wi-Fi. Because we were connected to the camera's Wi-Fi, which actually does not allow it. So we're connected to the internet and it's going to upload. So be very careful with this as of right now. Be sure you're uploading this when you're available. You don't have to worry about any other phone calls, and make sure to stay on the screen during the whole process. The more photos you take, the larger the file size will be when downloading and uploading the images. So just be wary of that. Your virtual tour has been created. So now, if you want to do before and after photos, what you would want to do is you would go to Add a Timeline. Put everything in here. Camera height is the same. And this is for after you've done the repairs and everything else, and you're just ready to wrap up. You've already done the water mitigation. Now you're moving forward with repairs. Well, the repairs have finished. You want to show something afterwards. Or if you've just arrived at the job and done those first initial photos, the next step you would want to do is take your after photos, any demo you've had to do, like removing that wet vanity, pulling out the carpet, or cutting any drywall and setting equipment. So here you'd put Steven's house equipment, and then you would basically just start over again. So I'm just going to take a quick picture here of the hallway just to kind of show. Obviously we've just got to this job, nothing's been completed, but just want to show you the feature. Well, we have something else connected to it, but this is basically the way everything works. The tour isn't finished, which is fine. We're just going to delete that. So that's how you do the add a timeline feature after the job is completed, or after you've done setting your equipment and everything else. If you click over here, you'll see the auto sketch generation. If you plan on having a sketch for every job you do, be sure to click that and you won't ask you that question every time. Same thing with here. After the images have been stitched together, you can edit the tour later, you can add custom links or share access to somebody else.